What's up, guys? This is Gus from Black Rocket coming at you live from my forest home to kick off the first of many daily esports open play sessions. Every day at 4 p.m. Eastern, we'll be hosting gameplay sessions from our two esports apps, Sembly and We Have Llama's Battle Royale, which is what today's session is going to be. Coming soon, we have our third esports game, Rocket Kart Racers. I'm filling in for Dan today while he is out doing his exam, so good luck, Dan. We're all rooting for you. And I've just kind of crawled out from underneath my rock to help everybody adventure today. We're encouraging anybody that's at home and looking for something fun to do to come play together at 4 p.m. Eastern every day or 1 p.m. Pacific. You can participate in or watch one of our streams, play with your friends in private matches, or choose random public play as long as other Rocketeers are online. Always remember, our policy is safe, fun, learn in that order. To keep everyone as safe as possible, we do not feature any chat elements in the games themselves. We can do all the chatting right in the YouTube stream here. All interactions will be taking place in the game, either through competition or emotes. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to show everybody today is, before we get going, I just want to talk about our online opportunities that we have available at blackrocket.com/online, where we have free virtual course sneak peeks. We had our first one last night where we showed off for Minecraft Redstone engineers and Roblox makers. That was pretty fun. We got to see some really cool stuff in the theme parks and stuff they're making there. We also have our next one will be at Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. EDT, and we'll have those every Wednesday in April. And they're going to be hosted right on our Black Rocket YouTube channel, so which you're at right now, BRP Clips. Please like and subscribe to keep getting notifications. We also have access to our continued creator core camps. So if you've taken a Black Rocket class before, you can have access to course materials and games. And if you're a new student here, we have some free games for you available to play as well. And starting this week, we also have live online sampler courses available from some of our most popular classes. In April, we're running the coding sampler course, and in May, we're running a game design course. These two courses will showcase a different topic each week through the month and feature daily hour-long live sessions. So to sign up, please visit blackrocket.com/online. Today, we're going to be getting kicked off with Battle Royale. So if you go to blackrocket.com/esports, you'll see both of our games. I'm going to show you guys how to download it real quick. We did just push out an update last night. So some new bug fixes are in there and some new elements of the game. So if you had the game downloaded already, please, you will need to visit it to update the new client. So you can go to blackrocket.com/esports where you can view both of our games available. We have Sembly and the Battle Royale game, which we'll be playing today. And if you need directions on how to install everything, you can click the directions button. So I'll show that there real quick. Depending on what your operating system is, you can download either the Mac or the PC client, and then you can extract it that way and play it. So to get ready to play, I'm going to click the Play Now button. And since I'm on a Windows PC, I'm going to click on Windows, and right here is our newest client. I'll download that. It'll be a short download time. Once I have that downloaded, I'm going to go to my Downloads folder, and you'll see it downloads as a zip file. So there's a couple different ways. If you want to launch this game, you have to extract it first. So I can either click on it here and choose extract from the top and extract all, or if I wanted to, I can right click it and also choose extract all. You're going to need to follow this process here to download and extract it. Once it's extracted, you'll have the new client available to play, and when you're inside of there, you can double click on it to open the Battle Royale game. If you need any further directions, if I go back to the Battle Royale page, you can also see the controls there as well. So these are the active controls. Today I will be in spectator mode watching everybody's matches, but everybody else here will be playing on the gameplay. It's very similar to Fortnite, where you're actually going to be competing with each other to pick up weapons, and the last person to fall down is the one that wins. So we have a variety of different wands that we could use that shoot different spells out, and we have magic that you can gather, mana, that will allow you to build different obstacles and objects to climb on and provide defense. So now that we've kind of covered all that, I'm going to get into the game here. So I'll open up my client. And if you haven't yet, I'm going to be playing it in windowed mode to make it nice and easy. You can go into full screen mode and change your settings if you had to, depending on the quality of your computer there. But now that I have it going, I'm going to switch over. If you don't have an account yet, please create an account. If you do have an account, you can log right in. It's the same account system used for both Battle Royale and Sembly. So you only need one account to access both games, and it will track your stats across both games. Okay, so now that we have the screen going, let's get some music going too. There we go. All right, so today we're going to be joining in a Battle Royale game. So we already have a room available for everybody to join. So if you're interested in playing in this match, please enter in Play Now. Our room code right now is Play Now. When you drop in, it gives you the ability to do some testing here. So I can see everybody inside that's ready and waiting. You have the ability to do some emotes. There's just some basic wands in there so you can practice some gameplay. And you can do all the building and stuff. So again, our room code is Play Now. We're going to wait a couple seconds or so while our players join the game. If you're interested in joining on stream, Play Now is our room code. If you want to just play a quick match or a private match, feel free to do that as well. But we'd like to highlight all this kind of stuff here. When you come into the game, your username will be appeared above your head, so that's pretty cool. So we encourage everybody to come on at 4 p.m. Just to have other players available as well, so everybody can play in a coordinated fashion. Yesterday, we had the ability to highlight a variety of different games in Sembly, so that was pretty cool. We jumped into some other matches yesterday and saw some other players that were in there and got to feature a lot of different strategies. So, yep, we recommend 4 o'clock Eastern Time, daily, Monday to Friday, and then 1 p.m. Pacific Time. So you know what we'll do? We'll kick off this match here just so you guys can see how this game works. And then we'll create another room code right after this one that will allow everybody else to join in. So I'm just going to wait here to start the match. And then the first thing is, once the match begins, we'll be able to preview and see the map that comes up. So there's a full map that we have access to. And then we'll be able to see where our players are going to drop in as well. The maps are actually a combination of built-in maps from the game and user-generated maps from the summer. So this is one of our most popular classes, if not the most popular class we've ever had, the Battle Royale class, which you can take over the summer. And we have a variety of the maps that are inside of this larger map are created directly by students. So I can see over there we have what looks like a kind of a theme parkish kind of area on the left side. We have a big floating cube, or a triangle in the center there. A big ditch over there with a land bridge. Oh, and here we go. And our match is actually beginning. So we can see all these different sections. I believe it takes 9 different maps that are student generated and randomly puts them together and puts us into a world here. So I can see here we have Gus and AAD. I'm going to pull out and see if I can find them onto the map. They're both running out into the world here. It looks like they're actually pretty close already. I don't think they can see each other just yet. But AAD is right on that mountain there. You can see he's over there, over by the llama here, sucking up its energy. The mana that he gets will allow him to actually build different structures. So you can see it's actually sucking the color right out of the mana, out of the llama there. And now he can use his build wand to build a variety of different objects that can help him get the advantage in the game, or also defend him once they get into some combat here. So I can see Gus already is starting to put out some walls here, and I don't think he notices that AAD is just behind him. Oh, he does notice. Okay, so we might have a battle here already. Looks like Gus has noticed. There are a variety of different wand types. Oh, that's a large beam wand. That's a wand that you can charge up then and send out a blast. That giant blast does a lot of damage if it connects, or you can send out small blasts. You have the ability, your magic power kind of is like ammunition that recharges on its own, so you can only shoot so much before you have to wait for it to recharge. Or you can pick up mana potions that will allow you to regain your mana quickly. But we can see Gus here has his large wand here. AAD is still looking for a wand to use. It doesn't look like he has anything that he can fight with. He just has his build wand available. Oh, and here we go. And then I also heard just then the storm is starting to shrink down. So the map actually kind of compresses itself to keep the combat going. So you don't have to worry about people being available on the different edges of the map, that everybody can actually kind of gets compressed into one area of the map and then keeps it going, so you don't have to wait around for the action. Now we have the beam ones here. They're a little faster. They do less of an impact to the other player, but you can shoot them faster, and they don't cost as much magic when you shoot them. Oh, they both have. So they both have similar wands here. We also have one that has a scatter that's like a blast, and then we have another one that is more of like a long distance one that kind of does a very targeted blast. Wow, this is a really close game here. I'm actually surprised that nobody's building walls on each other. Usually we see a lot of building walls while you're trying to shoot at each other. Oh, there we go. As soon as I said it. So the walls actually prevent it, so you don't have to get into active combat just so quickly. And it looks like Gus might be taking an AAD down. He's still running away. He may have run out of magic power, which does not mean he can build any more walls. So a big strategy that we normally see is that we will build ramps and try to take the higher ground and then shoot down. What you could also do is the walls have their own health, so you can shoot down the wall so people can't join and run up the ramp after you. Oh, and it looks like AAD is our victor this time. He took Gus down with that short beam wand. So that was a pretty quick match. We just had 2 players there. Once we dump back out into the lobby, then we're going to create another room code, which will allow anybody else to join. So if you're interested in playing, please feel free to join in. So I'm going to go back out into the lobby here. Our next room code that's going to be available for anybody to join, this is an open play session, is going to be... Our room code here is going to be B Rocket. So this is a free play session. Please, if you are available and are interested in playing, type in B Rocket, and then you can join as either a player or a spectator. We do recommend that you join in as a player. You get to try out your skills here. It looks like we have some smaller matches today, so it should be a little more action oriented. You don't have to worry about, a variety of different people. We do have, it is basically a free for all mode, so you have the ability to become the victor by destroying the other players as well. During the summertime, we do run coordinated tournaments where we have teams of 4 or 5 players against each other. We have sometimes had teams of 3s come in and duos as well. And then those are a little more frantic because there's so much different action that can occur on the screen at any given time. But they're really wild when everybody drops in at the same spot. And then you can see that it's just a whole bunch of different wand blasts are going back and forth and explosions, and it really is an exciting time. So I'm going to join in as a spectator now. Oh, we do have a variety of more rooms in here. So we have a couple more players have joined in so far. We have our friend Gus here, who shares the same name as me. What a beautiful name he has there. AAD is back. We have Salt Life and Bing Bong as well. Awesome. So this is cool. I wondered, oftentimes what will also happen. Oh, and 5 players now. We have additional players. What will oftentimes over the summer is you'll see alliances form. So even though the game is set up to be a free-for-all, we will sometimes see people coordinated in. They will drop in together, and then they will compete and play together. And then a variety of times, if they work together, it usually becomes a little unfair, and you can see how they can eliminate the other players, or sometimes it gets kind of hectic and they can eliminate each other. So it'll be interesting to see if that kind of dynamic will play itself out into this match. So we're going to get going. We're going to get the match going. We have 6 players this time. If you're interested, we'll be doing another match directly after this one. So if you want to check this one out, please feel free to check this one out. And then if you want to join the next one, immediately after this one, we'll be running another room. Okay, our map has changed already. I see we have a lava fields right in the center here. The large mountain is up at the top left, a graveyard in the top center here, graveyard slash desert, it appears. I see some cacti in there. Oh, a large castle. That's pretty cool. The moat and everything around it, complete with some mountains. That looks like a really strategic area. This is a cool looking map. Oh, we have the big hole again. That one's tough. I've fallen into that hole before. That is hard to get out of if you don't have the mana to build out of. We also have another desert area. Oh, and we're dropping in. I was really interested in looking at the map. Let me pull out real quick here so we can see the full map because usually there's not a whole lot of action going on. Oh, this is a cool one. Look at that one. That one actually has some water effects there. So there's some crystals and water effects, different island-based kind of gameplay there. That's where AAD had kind of dropped in on. We have Bing Bong is inside of the castle kind of area here. It looks like I can see if anybody else is around Bing Bong here. Yep, Bing Bong spawned in the castle. The castle's pretty cool because you can actually get up on top of the walls and shoot down on other players. What we usually see a lot of times is people will build walls from the castle and make their way up to that floating uh, triangle up in the sky. Oh, and we have some combat going on already. It looks like we have one of our players here that are shooting just off at Salt Life here. Well, we have an unnamed player here. That is a special player who has come in with their email address. Here we go. So we have they both have the burst. Oh, and it looks like Salt Life took them out. Okay, so they both use that kind of burst wand there that allows you to shoot really fast. But both it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Each one of those. Gus over there is over by the llama, so Gus can suck the llama down. It looks like he's getting some power off that llama there. And I don't think Gus notices, but Salt Life is right up on top of there. Oh, maybe he does. Oh, and it looks like we're having a build battle. So you generally find that if you take the high ground, that usually is indicative of our victors. Usually are the ones that are up top and then shooting down. And one of the good strategies we often see is if you shoot the bridge down below you, they can't run up without using their own magic to come after you. And it looks like Gus and Salt Life are real close on top of each other there. Oh, and Storm shrinks in a little bit here. And it looks like Gus has Salt Life on the run. Let me take a look at some other action. So Salt Life is trying to suck the mana out of that llama there. Bing Bong is looking for some more wands. AAD is looking for some more wands. And this looks like this is where all the action is. So I'm going to kind of stick over here right now. And it's still, Gus is still coming after Salt Life here. Salt Life is on the run. I wonder if Gus has that powerful beam. They can kind of shoot off that large orb because that will be an immediate shot. Once you get hit with that once, you're down. You're down for the count. Oftentimes we like to see people actually kind of build a fortified area on top of this bridge here and then use the long range wand to kind of shoot energy bolts down from a distance. Oh, and it looks like Salt Life actually took out Gus. Wow, what a change and turn of events there. So we still have AAD, Salt Life, and Bing Bong. So let's see. Bing Bong is all the way over there. AAD is climbing up that ramp right over there, building some nice high ground strategies. I'm telling you, 9 out of 10 times you watch this, whoever's up top generally is the victor there, unless the Storm forces them to jump in. We've seen some wild matches before where the Storm kind of squeezed everybody down into about 3 character lengths, and they might be at different levels, and you'd have to jump down and fight really close. Oh. Oh, and we have a little bit of a is that a delay here? Do we have a little bit of a crash here? Let's see that. The Storm kind of moved in here, and now I appear to have lost a little bit of my control here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to close out real quickly, get right back into that room. The game will still be in action here. Sorry about that. Never had that one happen before. It might be because it was just so stormy out before that my computer outside of my little rock here in the forest just might be a little too wet. So I'm going to come back in here, and I'm going to join again as B-Rock. So B-Rocket, join back in. Oh, and we already have another match ready for here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we are going to actually cancel out of that last match, and it appears that we have some players that are getting ready in to join for the next round. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to create a new roam code, so the people that got defeated already actually get to jump right back in. So we don't have to worry about waiting for the other two to finish. But if the other two are interested in kind of jumping out of their match, I will be creating a new room for anybody else who that is available and ready to go. And the room code that I'm going to be selecting is actually going to be Pokemon. So the room code that we're going to want to use is Pokemon. So it is a favorite pastime of some people that I know. Oh, I see Gus is jumping in already inside. Room code Pokemon. One of the best game series I think have ever come out, and one of the most successful game series to come out. So I'm already inside of here. I see Gus is inside of the room with me. with this particular room. Feel free, anybody else that is interested, to join in. Please join in there. We will be doing another open play. I saw we already had 5 people available for the last one. I can see Gus is jumping around. And also, while you're inside of here, you can do some emotes. I kind of didn't touch on that one just yet, but the emote wheel is available, and it's actually pretty cool. If you press B on the keyboard, it opens up a variety of emotes that you have the option to use, so you can kind of dance at other players. There's nothing inappropriate in there, but some of them are quite silly. I can see we have 2 players inside of here. Room code Pokemon. Lucy Figs kind of jumped in. That's it. We have a new competitor this time around. We're looking to see if we have any other players that are interested in coming in. Oh, wow, we had a whole bunch just jump in all of a sudden. Okay, so we have Lucy here. We have Gus. We have Moose, a brand new player in here. JJ Madison as well. And AAD is back. You can also see they all look different. Every time they come into, it does randomly generate the player that you will be. So you don't have the ability to reskin yourself, but sometimes you get some really cool combinations of different characters. So you have different hairs, you have different faces that come in, different bodies and color types. So there are a lot of cool different combinations of players that are available. We have Jar Jar as another new competitor. So it looks like we're waiting on just about 1 or 2 more players who are looking to get into this match here, and then we're going to be kicking it off. I wonder again if we're going to have any kind of like alliances forming. It looks like maybe they're a little bit at first. A lot of the competition kind of started right immediately. So usually you need a little bit of time to get your your wands in place so you can start building up your arsenal of the availabilities of different types of wands that you have to use. So if you have to shoot from a distance, you have that nice big orb, or if you want to get up close, you have the scatter one. But a big strategy is actually to try to take out the person immediately. So if you have a wand already and they don't, you're in a great position to take them out. So you kind of want to run right for those chests as soon as the match spawns in. Oh, we have 8 players now out of 9. So I'm going to take a look here. We have Salt Life has joined back in. Gus we still have. Lucy, Moose, JJ Madison, AAD, Jar Jar, and Bing Bong is back. All right, so I'm going to get this match kicked off now. You can see, all right, we have the dance match. I wonder what kind of map we're going to have. Like I had mentioned before, all the maps are randomly generated based on user kind of submissions from over the summer. So we have the big kind of ditch is now in the center of the map. We have the mountains in the top left here, a new looking desert biome right here with a cool like a little town and a bridge over that. That's a really cool one. I like that one a lot. We have what looks to be like kind of a medieval one, and almost is that a golf course there? Kind of looks like a little golf course there for the golf fans out there. We have a different type of village with a nice windmill there, and then we have a small little tower in the right corner, and a farm right off of this one. And it looks like the bridge area is in the center of the map this time. Okay. So we're just waiting for our players to spawn in. They're going to be choosing their map. So they're going to be spawning in on the map here. So we have a variety of players that are coming in now. So we're just waiting for them to all spawn into the map. And here we go. All right, so we started off again at Gus. Gus is dropping in right over into that new desert biome area here. Jar Jar is also in that desert biome area here. Salt Life is out on the castle area. Lucy Figs is out into the corner here. I can see them out. Okay, so Lucy Figs is pretty far away. Jar Jar and Gus look like where the action might be at real quick. Oh, JJ Madison's already down. Looks like AAD got him. I missed that action. Oh, no. That was a very quick one. It looked like AAD had already gotten their wand. Salt Life is looking like they're getting their arsenal up and ready to go here. They're picking their different weapons that they want to choose, their wands that they want to carry on them. Let's see. Let's go across to Gus here, still running through the desert. Jar Jar's going through the different ones. I can see there was a potion there, a mana potion there that helps to restore your magic on the fly. So if you're shooting too much from your wand, you can drink a mana potion and get some more energy back for that. Bing Bong is also opening this chest here. AD is off in the corner of the map. Oh, Lucy Figs has engaged Jar Jar here. So I can see she kind of fell down into this bluish kind of lake area. I don't know if Jar Jar noticed what's happening yet, or Jar Jar is setting it up as a trap and running around the corner. Let's see, Gus is climbing up that mountain. Nope, Jar Jar is still just fleeing. So I'm not quite sure. Jar Jar knows that Lucy is on the chase there. Bing Bong is getting their items here. AAD is getting some more items. Lucy is still... Oh, it looks like Gus came up on Lucy here. Oh, we have a quick battle going on right here. Right in this kind of like wagon train here with different... Oh, and it looks like Gus... No, they're still going. This is incredible. They're right next to each other. This would be a great time to have that scatter wand. And it looks like Lucy has been defeated. Once a person is down, you can also loot the wands they had as well. So it looks like Gus maybe had picked up some new wands to use with different options. Let's see, Gus. We have Jar Jar is in the same area as Gus. I wonder if Jar Jar knows. Oh, there's a variety of wands there. Look at all the different choices. So those are the different choices. I mean, you almost have 5 different types immediately available to you. That little wand on the left side is kind of our basic wand. Then we have the beam wand, a scatter wand, a repeater wand, and a slightly stronger version of the basic wand too. So you have different tiers of rarity levels of each one of our wands that then deal different damages or have different fire rates as well. So I can see Jar Jar is all the way over here. AAD is at the top left there. Bing Bong and Gus are fighting it out over here. Let's see if I can get over to Bing Bong and Gus real quick. All right, here we go, Gus and Bing Bong. Bing Bong is on the run here. Gus is chasing them down. Now would be a great time for Bing Bong to actually drop down some walls to protect themselves. So it looks like, oh, Bing Bong is actually focused on trying to get a different wand. Oh, and they had the scatter wand too. This is great for up close. And it looks like Bing Bong had actually taken that win there. Oh, and I can see the storm is closing in. Bing Bong's got to get on the inside there. If you stay outside of the storm too long, you will start taking damage. The storm will periodically close in on the players, and it will start to trap them, so they actually engage each other a little more so. Jar Jar is far out in the storm there. Oh, I hope they can get back in. The longer you stay in the storm, the more damage you take, and then eventually, that is it. That's kaput for you. So who else do we have available? We have Jar Jar, AAD, Bing Bong, and Moose. Moose is just kind of firing off into the ether here. I'm not sure if they're firing at Bing Bong or just having a good time there. But they are wasting some magic. So without that kind of potion, if Bing Bong turns around and engages them, they might be low on magic power. Bing Bong is trying to take the high ground there. That would be a great time to actually build some more floor pieces so you can actually kind of build a bridge above everybody else. That is a very popular strategy and successful strategy at that. All right, AAD here is switching some wands up, and it looks like they might also be picking... Oh, they actually dropped their potion. They don't want their potion. So all of our players are actually... Oh, here we go. We have some fighting here. Oh, AAD is going up on the ramp here. Oh, and you can see here. So Bing Bong cannot follow them up now. They've gone up in the sky. Oh, but they fired off all of the ramps now. And they're getting actively engaged a lot closer here. Let's see. Bing Bong. That scatter one is great. That is clutch to use. If you're on top of each other like that, if you charge that one up and fire that off, you can do a whole lot of damage. Oh, and there's the big orb there. Just one hit from that big orb will take you out. I can see the storm is starting to close in. I don't know if AAD notices that, but they're going to be pushing them toward Bing Bong, or they're going to be taking constant damage as well. We have some cherry trees here. Oh, this is a pretty cool map. Oh, and another shot. Oh, and it's a miss. Oh, Bing Bong is out into the storm now. Bing Bong's going to have to get in closer to AAD. I mean, this would be a perfect time to try to build up some walls and try to do some strategy against this. Oh, AAD was going to build the ramp, but then pulled it back. So let's see. Bing Bong is coming. They're on the hunt now. AAD is running away, putting up little walls to keep away from them. Moose, it looks like they might be joining the action as well. They're far away from the storm, so it doesn't look like they will be taking any storm damage. Oh, but they did notice AAD there, so they're coming at them from behind. Wow, we have a sandwich scenario now. So if Bing Bong pushed on AAD as well, they could actually compress them in. And it looks like Bing Bong had actually gotten hit by Moose. Moose had taken out Bing Bong from a distance. And now we just have Moose and AAD, and one more blast from AAD finished off this round. That is an exciting little piece of action we just witnessed there. That was cool. So that we actually got to see a variety of different wand types in action here. It looks like we have another room all ready to go. So let me just pull back out. And grab that other room real quick. All right, I'm back out into the lobby here. The next room code we have is Academy. So if players are interested in joining the next match, we will be running at least 1 or 2 more matches here. Academy is our next match. And I will also be putting that one out into the stream here. Academy is our next match code. Feel free to join back in. We will give everybody just about a minute or so. All of our players that were just out there have a little bit of time to get back into it here. I'm going to join it as a spectator. We can see if anybody's in the match already. Ready? We have 2 people already. Oh, Gus and AAD are back. So AAD, our victor for today. We have a couple more players coming in as well. AAD is a completely different character. Bing Bong is back as well with the receding hairline this time around. Lucy Figs has a really cool outfit there, almost like an old medieval kind of armor there. Salt Life is back with the fiery red hair. Okay, and we have Gus is up on here, and who else do we have? I saw 1 more come in, 2 more come in. Moose is dropping back in, and look at that. Moose has a very similar character with different hair this time. Gus has a very similar character too, but blue. All right, so it looks like we have 6 of our players in here. We'll give about 30 seconds or so for our next players to join in before our match starts. So anybody else who's interested, Academy is our current room code, and we'll be having about 1 to 2 more matches. Academy, ACADEMY. Just while we're waiting here, I do want to talk about all of our online options that we have available. Again, blackrocket.com/online. We have a variety of free and premium options for anybody who's interested. I didn't mention it before, but we also have a VR class, learn at your own pace VR class that we have. You don't need to use a headset for this one. It all runs right in your web browser. That's available. Yeah, there's no live sessions for that one, but we do have a whole lot of recorded material that's available, and there's different types of lessons available. There's video lessons, and a lot of the different a lot of the actual lessons themselves are building inside of the software. So you'll be doing your own coding and building inside of a virtual 3D software. If you do have your own headsets at home, so any Google Cardboard headset would work. It works on Apple. It works on Android phones. And if you have more of the high-end ones like the Gear VR or the Oculus Quest, there are also apps for that one as well. So you can create everything right in a browser, right with a Chromebook. Don't need any additional software, and then you can pull it up on your VR headset, or you can play it right in your browser. So that is our Learn at Your Own Pace VR course offering. You can find that at blackrocket.com/online as well. I can see our map has changed again. We have a brand new area there, a bunch of holes. We have our triangle floating in the air again. I keep calling it a triangle. I know there's a 3D term for it, but it just won't come to the top of my head. We have a cool looking tower area there. That's a brand new area with some flat areas so you can actually shoot at each other from on top of the tower. Looks like we have another desert area there as well. Everybody likes using that bridge. It's a cool looking bridge. We have a green area there. Oh, or actually, it looks like it's that one that I called the golfing area, just kind of turned around. So it's been rotated and placed at the top corner. Oh, we have an area with a large dinosaur. Are those dinosaurs? It does. It looks like it's either a dinosaur or some dragons there. And with a tower on top, with a nice little snowy area and a lot of chests up there. And then we have this is like the one from Lord of the Rings, right? It's like that big the 2 mountains with the castle in the middle of it with all the orcs were coming at them. That's a cool looking area there. I wish I can remember what that one was called. And then we have it's almost like a mini golf course in the middle there with the bridge, the colorful bridge. And we're waiting for our players to drop in here. So I can see here, and in the middle, it looks like we have that green kind of multi-mountain area. So in just a couple seconds or so, our players should be dropping in. They're choosing their drop locations. They can spawn anywhere into the map. They kind of get beamed down from the sky right down into the area that they're at. And they have we'll see if they're maybe coming in from different areas or if they are all in one area. Sometimes everybody drops in a certain cluster, or they drop in from different ones. Oh, and I believe I'm being told that we do have a disconnect here. So one of our players had disconnected while they were loading here. And it looks like it is hanging us up from the load. Let's see if it kind of forces its way in. Sometimes we've had a little bit of bugs, these kind of rare bugs that come up here, where if we have just a little bit of a disconnect while the match is getting going here, it kind of hangs it for a little bit and we get in. It looks like we may need to actually drop out of this map here and choose another lobby. So I apologize here. I'm going to back out of this map. We'll create a new room code for everybody to join. So a brand new room code. We'll have one of our players create a brand new room code and then provide me with the room code, and I will come in as a spectator this time around. And then this will be our final match of the day here. I've been out into the sun a little too long. I'm starting to dry up a little bit. I got to get back under my rock into my sweet home in the forest. All right, so our room code is going to be Jester B. Jester B is going to be this private match code. So if anybody is out there and they're looking to play right on the stream here, Jester B. I'm also going to be putting that room code inside of the YouTube chat. Jester B is going to be our final room code for today. We have 2 players in here already. We have our Victor from before, AAD, and my namesake, Gus. And I can see their characters have changed. They have different characters again. This time, we're just waiting for anybody else who's interested in joining. We're in top of the tutorial island as well. This is a good time to practice your skills when you're here, or just kind of dance at each other if you want to do that too. Okay. Oh, we have more players coming in here as well. Lucy Figs. All right. Lucy Figs is back. And Moose is back. All right, so we're going to wait for and we have a 5th player. So it looks like our crew from today, Salt Life, is back. We have everybody that's been watching the stream is joining back in today. So that's awesome. It's great to see new faces here. And it's great to see returning faces too. I love when people come back. All right, and just while we're waiting for our match here, I do want to talk about a couple of other options that we have on our online page. Last night, we did have, I mentioned before, our first virtual open house, our class sneak peek. Next week, we will be having another one on Wednesday night. We will be posting those ones onto our YouTube channel, so feel free to check us out, youtube.com/brpclips. Or if you want to watch us live, you can go to our YouTube channel or blackrocket.com/live. We do have a couple of the playlists posted there as well. So if you want to see past esports matches, they're posted there. Past open houses are posted there as well. Or we have a variety of other cool content too that's available. Like we have a Rocket Recommends series where we recommend a variety of different games that are appropriate and fun to play. A lot of them, funny enough, are on the Nintendo Switch console because that has been an incredible release so far for great content that is both approachable and affordable. Oh, and here we go. We're coming back into our next map. We have the islands on the left side here. We have a variety of different islands here. We have the large bridge over there with the mountains. Our lava-based area here with a large volcano in the middle. We have a little bit of a road on that corner there, so it looks like a road with some forest area there. And a lot of these, these are all user generated here. We have the cool dinosaur one again too. I love that one. That must have taken quite some time to build that. That's really cool. We have our small town in the corner there. Almost looks like kind of like a Viking village here in the corner. We have the floating triangle area there. Again, in the middle with a large mountain, and it looks like a railroad around the corner next to the purple hole. We have that part from Lord of the Rings again, which keeps escaping my name at this point in time, but was that a cinematic masterpiece during that part. And at this point, I believe those movies are they coming on almost 20 years old now at this point. Wow. And here we go. So our match has begun. Lucy Figs has dropped in on the different island areas here. Let's see. Bing Bong not too far away. Gus has landed at the top there. Wow. Okay. We'll see how that plays out. Salt Life is on the top of that other bridge. Moose is running across right over to a chest here in our lava fields. AAD is climbing up next to one of our dinosaurs here. Get a nice good look at that dinosaur. Look at that. That is a work of art. And then we have Salt Life is running across that cool looking bridge there. Oh, they had a nice chest up there. So the chests are actually randomly spawn throughout the maps. Oh, and it's on top of the Lord of the Rings area. What is the name of that area? If anybody can chat in and tell me what the name of that castle is, I would love to know what that was. I just cannot get it off the tip of my mind now. Okay, so we have Salt Life running across the islands here. Lucy Figs is running into our lava fields. One of the cool things is it looks like lava, doesn't actually hurt you. So it's a nice little trick there. Lucy Figs is running quite slow. I wonder what they're doing there. Bing Bong's in a nice little hidden area there with a chest, or you can also run by and kind of wall them in there if you wanted to. Anybody else? Gus is jumping down now from that sky base. Moose is now looking for some more wands. AAD is still running around the dinosaurs. I don't know if AAD has any wands there themselves. It looks like they have maybe 1 or 2 wands. Salt Life is making their way up the mountain here to, oh, look at that. There's a chest up there. I wonder what's inside of that chest. Oh, and the storm is beginning to close in. So we're going to finally get some action. Everybody kind of spawned in different areas here, and it's really starting to drag the game out a little bit. So let's see. Gus is kind of running down by that river there. Unless I'm just missing the action. It could be possible. Lucy Fix still running over there. We still have all of our players here. Bing Bong's kind of hiding in there. That is a pretty good hiding spot. I'm not going to lie. If Bing Bong was watching the stream right now, they could see everything else that I'm showing them and hiding inside of there. So if for anybody else that's watching, Bing Bong is hiding in that little house. AAD is riding a dinosaur. Is this that's pretty interesting, you know? Oh, and it looks like maybe Gus is making their way over here and dancing on the dinosaur. Okay, all right. You know, I haven't seen the last Jurassic Park movie. I don't know. Is that one also a good movie? If you guys, you know, want to tell me, is it a good movie? You can send in a comment on the chat. I'm looking forward to it. We have a lot of time on our hands. Maybe I'll check that out the next time it rains a little bit so I can get out from my rock. I'm starting to dry up. All right, we have Salt Life climbing up to this cool looking house on a mountain there with a banner. Okay, Salt Life is still waiting here. Lucy Fix still going nice and slow in this area. Bing Bong. It's Bing Bong is engaging AAD. Finally, we have some action now. After all this time, we got a little bit of action now. Okay, so we can see, oh, AAD had a massive bless. Oh, great, excellent. We have a three-way action here. So we have AAD, but has to be careful. They might get sandwiched in there. Now Moose is between the two. It looks like Bing Bong actually ran away now, and we're back to limited action. We got a little bit of a taste there. Everybody kind of ran back to go kind of, oh, no. Oh, and Gus is kind of getting involved now as well. AAD is on the attack, pressing. It looks like, oh, on the side, Gus there took out Bing Bong. Lucy's stuck out in the storm now. Gus is making their way over there. We have AAD and Moose. Oh, looks like Moose fell down to AAD. Gus has come up on there with that scatter wand there. A big blast. I don't even know if AAD realizes that Gus is right behind them. They don't have anything equipped. Now would be the perfect time to capitalize. It looks like AAD doesn't have a wand to shoot. Maybe they don't have magic or mana. They're not building anything either. I mean, this is really Gus's battle to lose. Oh, and now they also have the scatter one. Here we go. Oh, and we have some walls being built. Oh, no, they're boxing each other in. Oh, and now AAD is going to run away. I can see off in the distance, Salt Life is climbing up to going to take that high ground up there on top of the hill. Lucy Figs is trying to make their way outside of the storm. It looks like AAD runs all the way around. Okay, yeah, we live to fight another day, I guess. Gus has that pretty cool looking kind of shelter there. Salt Life is all the way up top. Looks like they have access to another chest. The storm begins to continue and collapse as well. So we will be forcing our competitors in on top of each other a little more. Oh, looks like maybe Lucy Figs and... Nope, Salt Life ran the other way. Okay. Oh, Lucy Figs ran back out into the storm. Oh, AAD took out Gus. You know, once I pull away, this is when the action starts, it looks like. Okay, so AAD is now fleeing from Salt Life. AAD must not have a whole lot of health left. So this is Salt Life has a whole lot of looks like magic ability here. Oh no, AAD launched a large orb and it didn't. It wasn't enough. Salt Life takes them down. What an excellent battle there. I can see the storm is also closing in again there. Lucy Figs appears to be on the other side of the storm. Oh, is stuck in the storm, making their way through the lava fields. I hope that they can make their way back inside of the circle here, where that storm is going to be damaging them. They have quite a big distance to go. That is a far distance to make it there. So every time the storm actually shrinks, it starts to deal more damage there. The idea is that we want everybody to be more compressed and fighting in a smaller area. And I can see the map is getting smaller and smaller. It's coming down into, and Salt Life is there, ready and waiting. So as soon as Lucy makes it out of there, Salt Life is ready. Already has a victory under their belt. It's taking the high ground now and fleeing. It looks like they're going on top of the dinosaur. All the way up into the sky here. One of the kind of battles we've seen over the summer too were these massive sky bases. So when we had some of our team-based matches going on, we've seen two different teams create sky bases on either side of the map, and then kind of each player would take turns using up their mana and extending their bases outward, and then they would kind of fight over the top of the map. It was really wild, and if somebody fell off, that's kind of it for them, because usually the storm will catch up to them then. I can see Lucy and Figs made their way out of the storm, coming back into the center. I gotta see the ramps going up there at this point, real close on top of it, so far away from Salt Life. If Salt Life has a long range wand, they might be able to shoot down at Lucy. Lucy also has the ability to sprint with shift. If they want to move a little faster, if you hold down the shift key while you're running, you will move faster. But they might be doing it as a tactical thing. Salt Life is all the way up there. It looks like we're going to be having the storm close in just a bit sooner. Yep, there's the sound for the storm again. So Lucy's got two options here. Either run up the bridge. Oh, and it looks like that's what they'll be doing. Oh, but they have to risk it. They're going back out into the storm to run up the bridge here. The storm is closing in again. Is it also closing in on Salt Life? I'm not sure. They're running away. They have a pretty good. Oh no, they have a pretty good bridge up there, which is going to probably keep them in the center of the storm there, and let the storm do a variety of the damage there. So they might not even have to battle. They're just letting the storm kind of win the match for them, which is a strategy in its own. If you can kind of push your opponent out there, you can force them to be in a weakened state. So when you do engage them, and it looks like Salt Life will be engaging, Lucy's health would be knocked down. And we both have that kind of orb one, and it looks like Salt Life takes the win there. That was pretty cool. So Salt Life used and leveraged the storm there to their advantage for the victory. All right, that's going to conclude all of our matches today. We want to thank all of our players who came out today. This is a really cool playtime here. I want to thank everybody else. Again, I want to remind everybody, tomorrow we'll be live again at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific for Sembly, which is our other esport here. Sembly does not require a download. You can do it right inside of a web browser. It works with Google Chrome. Works best with Google Chrome. Also on a Chromebook, if the same account that you created with Battle Royale will work for tomorrow as well. So we will be doing a sampling of Sembly games. We like to do gem races. We like to do quick matches. We like to do long form matches. You'll have the ability to do private matches. So we will comment on that, or we'll set up some matches against some of our pros here as well. So I want to thank everybody for coming out again today. This is a great match. And again, blackrocket.com/online is available 24 hours a day if anybody is interested in taking some more premium classes or just wants to check out some more content. We hope everybody have fun today, and everybody stay safe out there.